Greetings from somewhere. I am your host, Dylan. This is my co-host, Spurgsnake. How are you doing this evening?
Quite well. Good day. I won 100,000 on some slot machines. It wasn't real money, but still felt kind of nice.
Hooray! You stepped away from from the fake poker to get to some fake slot machines.
That's right. And here's the thing. It was a Street Fighter themed one. So,
Ooh, so they have the little mini games. What they've become. I just heard Anthony Cumia talking about how shit casinos are, because yeah, they're a bunch of little mini games. They get as many
Yep.
slot machines lined up as possible. They've taken away the dealers of a lot of things. They've got the virtual roulette, the virtual poker, and the little mini games. That is their current streak. So one of these days, hopefully it gets back to hospitality before it runs itself into the ground. But once you hit a mini game, get out of there. Like the Street Fighter one, I imagine you hit the little mini game of beating up the car, or maybe there's a fight. You want to get the hell out of there because it's not going to hit again.
That's the thing. As you're playing the game, the better you do, you'll start out, it's a fight. And when you hit, Hadouken, and you beat up your opponent. And if you hit like so many times in a row, you get to go to the card bonus stage and try to win more money. It's
in the
super
pinball machine
mini-game.
as well. There's a little slot underneath, if you've ever seen the Street Fighter pinball machine, that you try to smack the car. It's some of them have elevated little bonus areas. This one's beneath. I can't think of another one. Yeah, I can't think of another one that has a little window subterranean area for your little bonus in pinball. But anyone heading to Hackamania, you can check out the Pinball Museum. I've got to do another Vegas guy. I'm getting a lot of Vegas Fremont Street streams. And, speaking of which, I teased something. Actually, let's tease this episode. The name, Goth Nun Dream Girl. She's coming up.
Nice.
I enjoy what she does. She's an attractive lady, and she's entertaining. I will watch her for entertainment. That's one of the reasons I have quietly retired the Steel Toe show, the St. Cloud moron show. I don't enjoy covering him. It brought in the views once it got down so low. Like, all right, there's plenty of options of people to listen to Steel Toe.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy covering him. I'm going to cover something else. I'm going to cover slow adult speed dating, also coming up later tonight. And
Excellent.
Once we go over to Rumble, I saw someone post a clip up from Norm's sitcom, and they're like, I don't know what this is. And I was like, oh, it's been a long time. So once we go Rumble exclusive, going to check out an episode of, well, not the very first one, set up the sitcom of The Norm Show. I actually have that on DVD, but I don't know how to hook that up yet. Actually, I don't have the proper hookup for this silly damn Mac. They took away all my hookups. So you got to get all the special parts and things for it.
Yeah, I got a DVD drive in there. My laptop does not have one either. I felt very much like a boomer. I was like, where do I put my discs in it, man? And no. The show is The Norm Show.
Yeah, The Norm Show on ABC. I don't recall how Artie became his. I think he just stole from Dirty Work. He's his brother, or he's his half brother. To start, Artie's not there at all. Regular kind of sitcom premise. You have Aunt Jackie, Laurie Metcalf. I guess also Sheldon's mother. She's been in Hollywood a while. Used to go to the same yoga class as her. Having a hard time finding a yoga class around here that's not hot yoga. Apparently, when that was the big fad, that's when they all invested in a yoga studio. No, I don't want to be hot. I just want to work out.
Just regular yoga, please. Side note, Laurie Metcalf was in a show that Louis C.K. produced. Oh, it was in my head. I just had the name of it. It's something in someone's bar. And she was really good. It was like filmed really uniquely too. It was done like a stage play with 3 cameras, but it was like
I like
on
that
stage.
with early Louis. We didn't cover yet in Successful Failures Lucky Louie, the HBO show. I absolutely adored Lucky Louie, and it got a single season. Most people
And then it was done.
absolutely hated it. And it was, a throwback to sitcoms. What you were saying of made to look like an old 3-camera sitcom. It was a throwback even further to like, we want to make sure that people know this is theater, that we're doing this live. Because they still do it live. But Two Broke Girls and I did the Two Broke Girls. What else was I a background actor in? Big Bang Theory, I think once. They have a studio audience, but you can't tell it because they all sound canned. Everything is edited to shit, and I'd say it's down to commercials. We don't have those 26 minutes to really let the audience members hear that build and be a member of them, like you were with I Love Lucy and the growing as you see something about to happen and the big
and that right, or as like you
done.
Yep. Yeah, it's very formulaic to be cranked out. That's exactly why I don't like. You can see it in a lot of latter sitcoms, especially. It was just like, okay, beat for beat, this is how we do it. And like you mentioned with I Love Lucy, real quick, the pastry one where
it's. I wish I could remember the exact one. Yeah, the pastry one. The audience. Yeah, it builds and builds, and they did that live. There's another one where even Married with Children, the audience was such a member of that. I remember going. David Faustino. I was very tempted to go and ruin a live play he was part of in Hollywood. I guess going on 10 years ago when I first moved there. So tempted to go and ruin live theater with a woo, bud, yeah.
I know, and then immediately you'll be escorted out, or maybe warned and then escorted out.
I'm gonna guess if that, like, I might have not been the only one there thinking that night. Certainly, I wasn't the first one to have that idea. It's such a part of the show of. All right, Al's here for the first time. We need to just stand for 30 seconds. We didn't even say anything other than, hey, Peg.
That studio audience, there was. Just was talking to somebody about that. The Kelly Bundy like applause break, like she would come downstairs, and there would be just like a woo and a cheer. And they'd have to let that breathe while it happened and then move on with the show, so like you knew or at least it felt like there were people watching the show and not just
I got to
see a button for that.
What a casting call would look like for a shoe store customer once. Because I did wonder, the first time that I ever wondered that was the movie Heavyweights. As a child, I was aware enough of how Hollywood worked to be like, so how did they write that? We're looking for fat children to be the stars of our movie. Same thing with all the shoe customers that Al Bundy. We need you to be the butt of the joke, and you are relentlessly going to. Well, a lot of them did have lines, so many of them were paid, but the ones where there was like a protest or something with Al. A lot of those ladies weren't 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna fall through the floor. They weren't getting paid. Most of them. There was just one speaking that got that nice little payday.
That's awesome. And speaking of protests, he would always come home. There's a fat cow at work today. Eventually, they got to the No Ma'am, like boys club, and they had their No Ma'am shirts on. I'm not sure who I like better, Steve or Jefferson. Steve was pretty. Like going back and watching, like Steve was really good.
I was fine with both. Too close there. While we stay on our sitcom talk for a while, I had no problem with either Steve or Jefferson. And when they started getting into like Looney Tunes seasons, I remember when they were working on the roof and they would just have the blatant obvious dummy. And we just shit all over James Rolfe for doing this and having the blatant obvious fake shit. But it worked for what they were doing and the style they were creating. This Looney Tunes Al Bundy with this dummy falling off, representing every guy on the roof. Same dummy.
Yeah, and I specifically remember seeing like through because they had that sliding glass door that looked out into the backyard. I'm pretty sure
that's
I
the
seen
shot
that
I'm
dummy.
thinking of.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly. And it works though because it's on TV. It is a sitcom. We're expected some level of cheesiness for sure. With James, it was all cheese, no crust. No, ma'am. National Organization of Medicare.
Yeah, I think that's might have led to me being like, I don't want to be here anymore. I should have had that on the board from I think you should leave. The I don't want to be here anymore. Covering James every single week. I don't know if I want to
Aaron too.
stream ever again. I don't want to be here anymore. And I got we are in new hours. Thank you folks for joining us all the way around the other side of the clock. I think evenings will be my regular. I don't like the job, but I like the hours.
Fair. Sometimes you just gotta like be happy, man. You know, and if the hours make you happy, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm still hoping that's some of the depression to shed of I don't like anything. But yeah, off the bat, I'm like, this is a little off. Let's jump into fantasy land to get away from how we pay our bills. And another reason I want to run to a film community again. If I'm going to be doing something I don't like, at least it be in the industry I'd like of film, like a production assistant. I might have terrible days. I'm gonna have great days. But before we get to our first video, here's the AI. What I liked about this one is it took me forever. Grok is going to make me pay for Mid-Journey. Getting a hat on a snake, it is a pain in the ass. Finally got a fedora on the snake. It was a pain in the ass even to change the hue afterwards. I couldn't get it red for some reason. There's me fawning over the Goth Nun, so that was a nice touch. That I didn't ask it for me to fawn over the Goth Nun, but that's just what it did. Oh, and what we've mentioned on previous weeks is I've decided to start calling this segment Perv Talk. The Perv Talk segment, the compilation of ladies from TikTok, starting off with an old classic now. This bit is still going on. It's ladies that are just looking at you. I believe I've got the right size there. Yeah, there we are. And we are going to get to the teacher, the sexy teacher. I've mentioned in other ones, they are taking over the landscape. Not like this. I think this is just, I've seen two different streamers. It's not taking over the landscape, but we do have competition going on of Asian ladies looking at us.
Yeah, they definitely took over the portrait mode. Okay.
I wonder if they've got another site where we can see their full faces. Because we've got this one up here in the top corner. I know long face there. She can really eat up the shot, but she's not given center stage here. It's unfortunate, really. Got the little Bo Peep hat on and everything. She is ready.
I'm waiting for synchronized blinking.
That'll be next level.
Yeah.
But they are more social. Like that's a thing. If the sun blows up, technology goes away, and all the different countries were stuck, had to evolve into something. Like Japanese, Chinese people, they might be eusocial, like ants and termites and stuff, and start doing stuff in unison like that. Us here in America, no, we're gonna be like little underground dwelling and very solitary creatures, but they could grow into like having little colonies, being able to just fart and be able to tell what others are doing. They call it pheromones in other animal languages. Fart communication. Apparently, it's more efficient than speaking. Fart communication. I theorize that's what aliens have, is the pheromones and the fart communication, and they're going to laugh at us with our verbal communication.
How base. Using words.
Most advanced species, and they use verbal communication.
Ooh, I'd like to get one of these things. It's Shamesane? I can't remember.
And I never knew to begin with. So we do have some ladies actually showing off some talent instead of just staring at us.
Yeah, I do enjoy that. I wonder if you get a free Asian lady if you buy one. Instead of like a guitar case. Yeah, like she has to stand and hold it all day long, so that way I don't disrespect it.
Having a woman to do it is cheaper than buying a case in this country.
Yep.
Thank you, Panda. Thank you, Palagar. Thank you for your so many yours. Thank you,
Hard. Tape the screen, please don't sit quiet.
Oh, hello.
I'm crazy? Why? Why you think so?
I believe we've featured this lady before. This is kind of like it's a variant of FinDom, I believe. Financial domination, for those unaware. That's the stupidest of all domination. It just involves you giving stuff and money to a lady. Financial domination. Give me the likes. Give me more. So that's what she's doing. Demanding it. Oh, that's great. I put this on the same one with the teacher, where the teacher is giving praise or calling us bad students. We have a different variant of PG porn here, of this lady demanding it out of us.
It's great. Invader V was one of the first ones I seen, and pretty egregious about it. You guys can't afford $5 a day or a $5 donation. Blah 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 blah. Skip very much like April and Aaron had said previously. Skip a coffee, skip a lunch. Give me your money. And I wholeheartedly agree. It is probably it's lost on me. It's worse than gambling. It's just here, and you watch your money evaporate for nothing just to get yelled at. I can get that for free in a regular relationship.
And as I've said before, the TikTok element, this is able to take away the begging. You're begging without begging. She's found her lane in what I've liked to call, as I said, PG porn, and doing a little domination of us. She can't take off her top, and she can't squeeze the testicles of her very realistic dildo that comes included with the balls, but she can snap her stockings and say, more guys.
Yeah.
She's got a gamer chair, but I guess we do need a cam girl chair, because you're going to be in some interesting positions, cam girling.
Yes. I was going to say something that supports attachments. And these girls learn how to, pardon the pun, but skirt the rules. She knows exactly where that line is before it turns into butt cheek. Don't ASMR me, I'll slap you.
And she's taking it to 11 now. She must be missing tips. Let's hear what she has to say, that she has to get up close and personal with us. You need to give me likes, is my guess. Any variant? Is she going to have a special message to PG porn us into giving her likes? Or maybe some roses for a penny apiece?
Awful. Let me know if you need to shame anybody. Any of these women. I got a button for it.
You listen to me. Yes. Right now.
That's could absolutely be involved in an adult film.
Do you know for sure if she's has an accent or is faking it or no?
I've only seen her here. I have not investigated further to find out.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think. Actually, I have seen a restream of hers. There's like when some of the gifts come up with words on it, it'll come up with Russian writing, and I'm like, okay, that's the fake one. That's the restream, the one
Okay.
with all that Russian, because she's not pretending to be Russian, but one that was
That's so funny.
how we found our buddy T.S. Luna. That was a restream initially, and luckily
Yes.
somehow I was able to find her on her own. Oh, same with Casey, the girl that likes to sit spread eagle in her car with her pink yoga pants. A lot of people like to restream her.
Ooh, incredible.
And we got cartoons in the background.
What you doing? Where you at? That Jordy appreciate it.
I'm having a hard time nailing down. I think she might be with the name Inez and that look. I think she might be a Latina and just doing stuff with her eyes to make herself look part Asian, or maybe she's one of those rare Asian Latina mixes. That's up there with Jewish Latina mixes for just absolute kryptonite for me.
Yeah, I agree. Slow-mo hips.
It's just dancing. So what if it's mostly in the hips? It's just dancing,
I'll tell
doing
you what.
nothing different.
I should probably find somebody to do dancing with. That shit burns calories, man. I'm getting a little chubby around the waist.
Yeah, that just simple stuff like dancing will take the pounds off. And
Yeah, but I need to be motivated by this girl.
Not going to do it there in the apartment by yourself, huh? Need to have some. That's actually what a lot more people feel comfortable with. Well, not broadcasting it like a lot of people do here on TikTok. Out in public, no. Music in my house, sure.
One for good luck, okay?
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh my god, you're so bad! Oh my god, you're so bad! Naughty!
Tap
So
the screen.
the naughty teacher, you send a galaxy. You can get a ruler smacking her hand as she says, "What a naughty boy you are."
That's a better gimmick. I'll give her that. And that's a professional whiteboard in the background. Look at all that. That's how you do it.
You'll see. I've been getting more and more of these ladies. This is one of the better ones. Doing it's funny when I say that. She's she's doing what's she doing that has talent, and then you see someone doing it badly, and it's like, oh, now I see. Now I see she's good
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, you need to get the full perspective. It was like that with the NPC girls. Some of them were just awful, and there was a few that were just really spot on with it. And this lady seems very aggressive, so I'll give her a B plus.
It's the new style. You have to be aggressive as a substitute teacher, or
Oh,
are you
yes.
the real
Oh.
teacher? Maybe we'll get Mrs. Pretty Kitty's classroom. No gifting, Galaxy especially, eating, bathroom, flirting, bad students. Oh, they've got their names marked down. Very bad students over
Oh, here you go.
here.
See,
I've seen
she knows
some
what she's doing.
with good students. So it doesn't look like she has that variant for any gifts here. Having a good student column.
Got to get crazy for the money gun, right?
It's the stripper coming out of her. It's like Bart Simpson's dance gun, or just So someone is playing the stripper theme that gets her to the right amount. Someone bought a table dance. Even if you're a student, if you buy a table dance, she's got to get down.
That's right.
We have unknown, and we also have Joshua. Okay, Joshua. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Welcome to class, Sophia. Thanks for joining. We have Sophia here. Sophia. Thanks for being here. Okay, double taps.
Now we're getting the baseline. When you aren't giving her gifts, when you haven't been naughty yet, she just talks in her kind of halfway professional, halfway slutty voice.
Let's go check.
Okay, she went full slutty there. There wasn't halfway slutty on that.
No way.
Yeah, she's definitely a substitute.
Oh my god! Wait, I'm checking something. One sec, guys. We're checking something. I can't see the comments. Oh shit! Okay. Who just joined class? Cassidy.
Very unprofessional to be dropping curse words.
It was a challenge to get the teacher to swear. That seemed a little too easy.
Can you read that again? I'm sorry. Tell me again, okay? Tell me again. Don't be mad. Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Bobby, welcome in.
Welcome
Did she have a girdle on? What an hourglass shape on this lady. Nicely
Yeah,
done.
it's one or the other. It's between the two. Like, it's narrow at the waist and the skirt's poofing out.
We have Bobby. Who else do we have here? Unemployment arc. What does that mean? Cassidy. Okay, not just Tony. Oh, Tony, you're a bad student, not just Joe. Okay. Tony, not just Joe. And then we have Tony here. Tony with the bubble gum.
Uh-oh. You know what that music means. Someone bought a table dance.
Here we go.
Is that a meteor shower? Oh my god, I'm getting showered. It's wet everywhere.
She didn't even mean to do that.
She found her joke very clever.
I squirted all over the students. Those are minors, miss. That I believe is a form of assault, since you did it to a minor.
Aaron, I can't. Okay, 47.5. Okay, 47.5. Then you saw. Wait, what? No, I took a shower. Unknown, you're a fat student.
Just in time for the end of the new pervy fad on TikTok. We will have more teachers coming at you soon. And coming up a little later from the title are Goth Nun Dream Girl. But next, we will have some ants eating a taco. Hey, that sounds dirty too, doesn't it?
When I read that, or no, I saw the AI, the thumbnail, and I saw the ants on the taco. I was like, oh, ants eating a taco. I wonder if that's some type of subtext. And I did notice the hue of the hat, by the way. It was purple, and I did enjoy that. Thank you.
Yeah, wasn't supposed to be subtext. We've got some ants eating a taco. You can see what that's about in just a little bit as we wrap up this perv talk segment.
And stop ripping up your paper. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what is going on? Mingus, you're a bad student. Okay, we have Mingus. We have Mingus.
Mingus or Minkus?
Yeah, because of course we know that Minkus, he left. He was wearing the cape and went down the hall and just never returned after a certain season. Did Minkus?
I was slightly too old for that show, but watched it anyway. I was among the rest of the people who had a crush on Topanga.
Topanga, she has. I've got to actually find for Rumble her Say What karaoke appearance. She had, from what I remember, a badass karaoke appearance. Hopefully, I'm not
Nice.
coming in too choppy right now. My internet says it's getting a little bit low. Thank you, folks, from over at the Hack Ride bonus episode, checking out the Artie Lang in 2008, coming over and checking out us at the new time. You'll be my new lead-in, I suppose, guys, on Wednesdays and Thursdays as we go late night. We'll see if this lasts forever, or if I get the shits of this job. I can't. I can't give up these hours for shittier hours. It's the biggest thing.
I know, life. And hello, DJ E. And Mr. Blue Sky, also here. And Doopa-Doopa-Doo.
And a thanks to Mr. Blue Sky for a couple of tunes in that one right there. I finally figured out that I shouldn't have just everything at hand and just like, oh, we can get to anything. It was a bit overwhelming when I was doing it that way. And having just like 6 things, I know what to go to next. Like the ants eating the taco here. We've got this guy, Joe My Heck. He does. We'll be seeing him again on another episode. But for now, he's just feeding the neighborhood ants.
My aunt's taco, full of ground beef and shredded cheese. I placed the taco on the ground, and the ants enthusiastically swarmed all over it. They took each piece of beef and cheese out of the taco and pulled it out along the ground towards their nest. The ants focused on the soft parts inside the taco and left the outer shell intact. Did you know these food items that the ants take down underground into their nest is used to grow a special type of fungus?
I do like his voice. It's kind of like Professor Butthead if he grew out of his phase of burning ants with a magnifying glass.
That they then eat. So the ants eat the fungus instead of the food. After vigorously working on the taco, the ants had cleared out all the contents within the shell.
They haven't even started fucking with the shell yet. They were like, no. Do not take this. We are after... and the fungus, I do find that weird, but it's true. We don't want this food. We want the food to grow fungus, and then we're going to eat that.
Seems like
Fascinating.
They're adding a step. Yeah, I know. I find ants wholly fascinating. David Attenborough, with the camera out in the jungle and stuff.
It's well, the same thing with aphids. Hi, doggy. The doggy heard me say something about aphids, and it's like a domesticated animal. He's talking about me. Ants, I think they're the only other species to domesticate an animal, and they eat aphid shit because aphids like shit out pure sugar. So that's another just funny thing that we're on the road and we need a snack. Come on, little guy. Let me tickle that shit out of you.
Yes, they love the glucose.
Oh, good. I should give a shout out to Uncles as well, Mr. Blue Sky. Thank you. I was about to go on and just give all the credit to ants. I'm glad I caught that before I went too far here.
I forget I'm an uncle sometimes as well. I should have stood up for myself.
Yep. Yeah. Let me walk all over you again. Just like you were starting to stand up to me with the clips on the nerd. As many weeks as we've been doing this, and my dynamic was still so odd once I introduced the clip aspect of the nerd.
Oh man.
I'll get better one of these days, or I'll just be a C host forever. That is a possibility.
I'll stay in my lane.
Just imagine all that meat and cheese growing fungus underground for the ants to eat. And finally, look at this rat that came along and ran off with the empty taco shell. I'll call this rat the taco gobbler. Totally rad. Check out the battle that ensued.
Totally rad.
Check it out.
See, there's Butthead in there. Kind of like Butthead meets Chills, the horror reader. A little bit of Butthead and Chills.
That's who I was thinking of. Because I know I heard another YouTuber that has that inflection. Like he does that on the end of every sentence. Like it's
I wonder
so
if
weird.
he's still getting millions of views. He hasn't popped up in my algorithm. I guess I haven't been checking out Horror Talk. I guess I've gotten the shit of SCPs. We've gotten, they're in season like 7,000 or 10,000 of SCPs, which we're going to get to at some point. Anyone can make one.
That's the thing.
Open source fiction.
It's huge. I remember watching a lot of that. There was some animated shorts where they would talk about SCP, blah 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 blah, and it's like some of them were really good, but yeah, everybody gets to contribute, so there's like a huge pile of junk.
I missed out on the taco grabber and the taco gobbler. Luigi Greenberg stopping in. That's right, Topanga Canyon. We've got Topanga Canyon out there in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
So Jerry Lahane is remembering some of that wordplay of Whitney Cummings in Topanga. Cummings and Topanga. There's so many things to be done there.
You were overwhelmed.
When I fit,
See, I haven't quite got the timing down yet. I started it
No, yeah, I
right
did
as
it
you were
again.
doing it.
I'm too slow. That's my
hands.
problem.
We're just going to do that every time. Start.
Zip it.
this Oreo cookie. To get things started, I split the Oreo in half and then placed both halves near the nest. My ants are just coming out of hibernation, so I wasn't sure how they would react to the cookie, but the response did not disappoint. One of the ants went and told her sisters about the Oreo, and a complete feeding frenzy started on the surface. My ants enthusiastically swarmed all over the Oreo, and they particularly concentrated on the white.
Yeah. Once again, get the cream. Fuck the pie.
Yep.
We are after the cream.
That's the best. That's what
cream
makes an
filler
Oreo an
in the
Oreo.
middle.
The cookie that's actually for a lot of people. Yeah, all the Oreo is. It was especially fun when we got a look at the future of Oreos, where Fry assembled it piece by piece and then threw it away to only have the filling at the end.
That's hilarious. And nobody likes Hydrox.
This reminded me when I was young and little kids would scrape the white frosting off the chocolate wafer with their teeth. As the ants diligently worked the cookie, the Schlongmeister showed up. We call him the Schlongmeister because he steals wieners, but in this case,
I knew there was a reason that I was calling him Butthead. He's got certain jokes here, certain
Yep, that's
ways
another
he
one.
says things. Dingus. That goes from Chills to
Schlong.
Butthead. Forever the Schlongmeister. So same thing as last time. The parts of the ants fiddle fucked around on, some animal was able to be like, mine now.
the Schlongmeister showed up. We call him the Schlongmeister because he steals wieners, but in this case, he stole the Oreo remnants. The Schlongmeister relishes wieners, but he had equal zeal for these ant-covered Oreo wafers. He bogarted everything. He probably liked this Oreo stuff because it was spicy. Totally rad.
Doopa Doopa thinks he makes ants boring. There's some people who don't like Chills. Some people who adore Chills. I enjoy this kind of Generation X coverage. Doopa doesn't like him. No David Attenborough for our buddy Doopa Doopa Doo.
I'm very impressed that the ants, they knew better. They were like, let's get the cream out first. If we get some chocolate Oreo, no big deal. And that's exactly why, because this guy came along and was like, give me the cookie, man. Just give me the cookie. Like, you can have the cookie. We got the good part. See you, bitch. You know, and I'm really worried he calls them his ants. Is he ant god to them? He provides them food and privatize the land, maybe?
Well, they are on his property, so he's probably trying to figure something out. He's trying to get his farts into the pheromone area. He might be pheromone maxing as we speak. Speaking of that guy, one of the reasons I didn't revisit him, some of his more recent stuff really seems fake. The stuff that we checked out of the pheromone maxer, it seemed like it was legit most of the time. Some of them it was like, was this a bit? But anytime, it's 2 different times I wanted to check out the pheromone maxer, and I was like, this just seems too fake. It's not fun like the other ones, or maybe not even fun is the word. Like the
Right.
gross out type of humor that they were doing.
And a lot of times that can turn into one note, like really quick. If he's just doing the same gimmick where he's just like putting nasty food in his mouth or licking dollar bills.
He had a few months
Chewing
worth of
quarters.
material. That I'll give him, and we're gonna have to return to our buddy Rosas, BW Rosas, seen exclusively. He's gonna be our AEW coverage guy. I was trying to make a lateral from what I just said somehow, and I forget how I was trying to do that. But I'm
Gimmicks?
fascinated by these people who make. He's got 14,000 videos uploaded. He's premiering multiple videos a day. I've got to check out right now. He might be premiering something right now. That should be a rule for my streams. Yeah. If BW Rosas is premiering something, we've got to check it out at least partially.
Yeah, this guy's got a lot going on. There was the Baroni shrine in the background. He had a half of a mattress full of stuffed animals. We ran into a live premiere that he was doing. He was covering the WrestleMania box set, I think. It was a box. Or maybe it was just WrestleMania 16. Or whichever number it was. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of wrestling stuff that he covers. He covers All Elite Wrestling a lot. So he is going to be our guy covering. And he's got no premieres coming up right now. So this is just going to be a promo that we do stuff on Rumble now exclusively. About 90-ish minutes on YouTube, and then about an hour to 90-ish minutes. Yeah, figure about 90-ish and 60-ish exclusively on Rumble.
60-ish,
including,
90-ish. Got it.
As I mentioned earlier, checking out the first episode of the Norm Show. I loved it at the time. I was a huge Norm fan. This is going to be new to me all over again, and looking forward to checking some stuff out on Rumble. But before we get there, I promised some other stuff, including our Goth Nun, Nikki. Nikki on Twitch is one of my new favorites. I've actually had a clip of her being goofy for a while. I was like, that's not a good introduction. And I found a good introduction. I've got a second videos of her queued up because really I've only got a little under 2 minutes of her. For as much as I'm plugging a Goth Nun Dream Girl, I should have over 2 minutes of her in this video. We just did the ants, as we saw, ants versus food. They go for the pivotal points because have you ever seen Tirzu?
No, that does not sound familiar.
Tirzu on YouTube covers animal biology as if they were a video game. When another player, when an over leveled player comes along, it's okay. They got all the good stuff. Got to check out that fella at some point. He's a huge YouTuber, and Nikki on Twitch is this lady's name, Niki. But I've seen her over on YouTube. Nikki on Twitch. So got to check out some of her past footage over on Twitch, because if you catch it on TikTok, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. Have you ever seen some cosplaying goth nuns before? This one is a niche. I found a goth witch clown. Have you ever seen some of these weird niche goth princesses?
I have seen the goth Catholic crossover a lot. Like at clubs and stuff like that, but not so much on TikTok. There was in the late 90s, early aughts, there was a lot of like dance party rave scene stuff, and there was a lot of costume. It wasn't really cosplay. It was just kind of Halloweeny stuff mostly. You know, it wasn't necessarily dressing up as characters. So a lot of crosses, a lot of craft kind of stuff. It's definitely on my radar. Especially fishnets and crosses and stuff like that. It's always like part of the combination.
Well, I haven't seen Nikki's legs yet, but she's bringing it here to social media. She's filling that niche that you've seen only on Fremont Street and other places.
Yes.
Jesus loves you. I know. He shows me how much he loves me every single day. Every single night. When I lay down and go to bed. Oh, he shows me.
You should have patched it.
You know what I'm saying?
She's even giving it the slightest. I fuck. Jesus and I, we fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting. I know that's what she's doing. I was waiting for more, like feeling Jesus's love inside of her, kind of.
She's not going
Wordplay.
full Eric Cartman and Faith Plus One. She's standing right on that precipice.
Yeah, right before that. Okay, one.
Not quite. I want you inside me, Jesus, but just spitting distance from that.
You can drink at 18 in Australia. Yeah, that's because they know like how terrifying the country is. Like how many like creatures are there that are actively trying to kill you. And they know that your life expectancy is shorter, so they let you drink younger there. They're just like, you know what?
That's sensible.
Spider is probably going to cut your life expectancy.
That makes sense. In that case, it should be more like 14 if we're going by the rules of life expectancy. Cut. I think of that actually with the Middle Ages and stuff when life expectancy was around 35. But it's like, can we get rid of the infant mortality? What was it really like once you made it past that hump? I feel like Australia is the same way. If we make it out of childhood, can we still maybe make it to 70? Have enough spiders bitten us that we've built up enough of an immunity to make it to 80?
Yeah, if you haven't fallen off a cliff by the time you're 14, you should be okay.
In half.
Did I say that?
So, yeah, you can drink at 18. It's fine. Hi.
Hello.
She's taking a caller down here in the lower corner. You can see his little avatar. Sounds like he's at a sink or something, and that he's actually. I have seen them on the speed dating where sometimes you got to let them know. Maybe they're doing something else. He might be on the turlet. I feel like I hear a sink right there, as she's like, "Hello, you're live. You're on the air."
Hello?
Hail Satan.
Did you hit mute instead of leave? Or, like, was that...
He's trying to do just like a bomb and leave, but he doesn't know how to leave. He's still there and he's on mute.
Do you know how to leave the live?
There you go, buddy.
You just click the little... Yeah, there you go. He figured it out. Guys, he figured it out. He figured it out. Good job, bud. Proud of you.
At the little taste.
He's just sitting on the toilet.
A little taste.
Yeah, that's what it seemed.
Of Nikki on Twitch. I'm gonna have to get her actually from Twitch in order to see more of the screen. Get her with the aspect ratio so she isn't popping off of the sides. So that is her main gimmick with the callers. She takes different call-in and does like a holy advice show. So I pulled another clip of her doing some more of that. Oh, and she got a bit more heavy on the makeup. Here's what she was when I first saw her. and here she's done it up a bit more. This
Whoa.
time around, she's taken it to 11, I believe.
I see. A little rouge in the cheeks.
Oh, am I in?
Yeah, you're in.
I have 2 confessions to make, sister.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Are you currently driving?
No. I'm getting Ubered right now.
Okay, you're in the back of an Uber.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. What's your
Okay, so confess your sins. It is her gimmick. And he's going to confess a sin in the back of a taxi cab. Usually it's the other way around. Usually there's sins happening in the back of a taxi cab.
Exactly.
I actually have a regret of not banging in the back of a taxi cab in Cancun on Senior Week. That's something that pops in my brain at least once a year. Of like, man, that girl I met at the bubble party, we should have just fucked in the back of a taxi. That would have solved all those problems we had there of not being able to fuck in public.
Hindsight's 2020, man.
what's your sin?
Well, I have two confessions to make, but one of them is a sin. My first confession, sister, is damn, you're looking good. But what?
Look at her roll her eyes.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit on me. I'm taking it over the top. Yeah, I know, but you're confessing 3 sins now.
Yeah, it's not going to work, dude. Both ways, it's not going to work. You can't compliment her because she's heard it all 100 times. And you can't come in strong negging either, where you're like, you dumb, blah, 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 blah. You know, like with the last guy, just going to let you hang yourself on your own dumb shit. All right, what's sin number 2?
I'm a sinner, you're a nun, hey!
Yeah, right.
What I joined for is, and this is my sin, I feel terrible about it. Sorry, Uber driver, but one time I was at a dive bar and I had to go number 2 super bad. And when I went to the second bathroom that didn't have a line for it, the number 2s were a mountain in the toilet. So
we've got a variant of the train spotting toilet, the most disgusting toilet, the toilet that Jim Florentine told us about in his terrorizing telemarketers call. Well, some of the turds aren't even mine. You know, there's 3 of us that live here, so only a third of them. Most of the turds aren't mine.
Honestly, I thought it was going to go to a glory hole story, to be quite honest.
It is a poop story. So here we are in a bathroom. Are you just going to add to the shit mountain?
So I ended up going number 2 in a trash can.
Oh.
And I don't really feel bad about it, but maybe you can give me some guidance.
Well, what was it like? What was the consistency? How bad was it?
I had to go really.
Now, on the Bristol scale, I'm going to pull up this document here. We've got 7 different phases of consistency. What'd you have there, sir?
Yeah, so can you explain the viscosity in great detail, please?
Be bad, sister. So the consistency was to use your imagination.
Like, was it like you liquided?
She's trying to state that, like, there's certain language things dealing both with Twitch and TikTok simultaneously. I forgot last time that I put your name in the title. I can't say Spurg over on Twitch. If I schedule
Weird, right?
Spurg Snake in the title over on Twitch, it's not gonna go on live. Was it liquid? She can't say the squirtin' shits.
Right. Green apple splatters?
A green apple, huh? Ugh, that's It's fun when you would have the mixed drinks and the dye is just right there the next morning. You never get blue except for those. We called it the blue motherfucker. I think that he just made something up and gave us a mixture of shit that he had extra and called it the blue motherfucker, the special of the night.
Oh boy, yeah, it was the end of every other bottle with some blue dye. Watch out for red velvet cake as well. You'll take a shit and you'll be like, "Why is it red? What did I do?" You'll be like, "Oh, I had cake. It was delicious."
Only God knows.
Did you paint the entire interior of the trash can? Was it painted?
The trash can. I don't know if the trash can had other substance in it, but I had to go in the trash can, sister.
I believe the consistency of what he left in the trash can will depend on how many Hail Marys he has to do, Luigi. Wondering with why he has to get all of these details. It's certainly not to fill time, and poop is just funny. This is for religious reasons, to know if there was corn in the shit. How many peanuts could you physically see? Did you get the urge to eat the olive that you saw mostly intact within?
So what is my penance?
Did you wipe your ass?
Do you want the part B of this story?
Oh no.
We've come this far. I've asked you all these details about your shit. There's a part B that has to do with wiping. I'm imagining a small child's arm. There was a child that wandered in there, and he had this sweater on, and that's my theory of how this part B ends.
Give me your shirt, kid.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
I kind of do. I kind of want it.
Sister, Mother Mary Grace, but they had two bathrooms there, and one of them was the one that they tamed, and the other one was the one that I used, and that one was a disaster, sister. So when I used that one, I had to take some of the toilet paper out of the garbage before I used it, because that was my only. I'm sorry, sister. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Uber driver too. He's getting this full story of you taking some napkins and paper towels that have been previously soiled to soil them further.
Dude, it's so great. I'm just imagining some guy like, this dude better wipe this ass and not gotten into my car with those pants. Like, he doesn't know when this happened. The guy in the back, this guy could have just got picked up from the club right after this shit. Who knows? I'd be so mad.
Sorry.
Wait, you wiped your ass with used paper?
Sister, what else was I gonna do, sister? I had one shirt on. And then, no, it wasn't used.
If I would have had the shirt like me, look at me. I came prepared with two shirts. I am ready to shit on one of these shirts. I'm ready to clean out the old butthole and still have something. Although it would be torn. I like this one, and I'm wearing my purple Debo's bike shirt again. This is what Gummy Chainsaw made my creative player with, so it's got to be heavy in the rotation.
Oh yeah, okay.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
I love Debo.
I picked through it before the calamity.
Stunned. I give it to the guy. Penance? He got her with the poop story. He got her. It's just like, oh.
she has let her just collect herself for a little while. She wasn't quite prepared that you wiped yourself with previously wiped paper.
You don't get one because I just know your ass still stinks.
I'm trying to get right with God.
God,
I took a shit and I got to get right.
I didn't put the poop where it goes. That's a sin, right?
Yeah. The unwritten 11th commandment.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the ones that Mel Brooks dropped at the beginning of History of the World Part 1. The Lord Jehovah gave us 10 commandments. One of those 15 definitely had to do with where you do and do not put your shit. That just
right.
makes sense for a commandment of that time.
Yeah.
can't fix this. I know his ass still stinks, dude. I know it does. I know that shit still stinks, dude.
This is another thing that won me over, was her giant glass of the blood of Christ.
It's a big chalice. Yeah, I like it. Goblet? I don't know.
Yeah, let's go with goblet.
I don't know, dude. I've been in some weird situations, you know what I mean? Like, where, like...
And this time, somehow she doesn't realize that she's got the next caller up. He just appeared. He's just hanging out. La, 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 la.
I have a question for Luigi, because he might know. Is it disrespectful to wear a rosary? Like, I don't think you're supposed to wear it like a necklace. It's not... Like, you're not... It's only for, like, doing the hand thingy or something. I'm only asking him because he's a skeptic and he has to know what he doesn't like.
Luigi definitely likes this shtick. He's up for this on... I have no idea about the rosary. I was long gone from Sunday school by the time we got to the point of rosaries.
Me too.
I mentioned it recently. I think that my... that it was an understanding. I don't remember a big incident. I think that it was just like, yeah, maybe this kid asking these specific questions isn't the best around the other children.
So how did he get all of the animals on the ark? Shut up, kid.
But if God created everything, who created God? That was one of my first questions that I just couldn't fucking let go.
Yeah, yep. Yeah.
Why aren't we worshiping the one that created the one that we worship? There's a higher tier here. Did he? And then maybe they just get... No, I don't recall any straight answers. But Luigi dropping in that he's seen the rosaries worn like that frequently, so doesn't seem to be an issue. She appears to be doing it correctly, just like she is with the black lipstick and the piercings. Could take it down a notch on the eyeshadow, but it's a gimmick.
It was the very black eyeshadow that made me go, whoa, because you really hammed it up for this one. And she, a lot of bass or whatever that is.
It looks like the camera. Something's odd with the camera. Like there's a filter or something. It almost looks like a restream that I mentioned earlier. They kind of have this certain filtered quality to it, but this is hers. It's definitely it's the only one I follow of her.
I've been in... oh, hello.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Well, I'll make this short and to the point. I'm here to confess my...
You're going to have to call in and clip that for us, Luigi Greenberg. Nikki on Twitch. That's her YouTube name, Niki here. Actually, did you ever make that call into the other show? There was another call-in psychic show you were talking about calling into. You might have a whole compilation of these to do. We're gonna have to get you a pile of these shows to call into to feature on the Skeptical Robot special.
You know, there was 40 people to take up the Miss Cleo mantle after she was like outed as a fraud. So yeah, and there's There is a whole YouTube card reader community. I forgot. I remember
Arrow.
watching. Yeah. So
It's everywhere, every platform. I come across it here. So far, I haven't had any entertaining enough to worth showing you,
Okay.
but they're here too.
yeah, that's okay. Some wheels are turning. I gotta get my gears are working and notes are writing. It's definitely a community. I'm not worried about trolling.
Okay, that show that Luigi was going to call into never did another show. There's plenty of other ones. We're going to have to start writing them down to send them to you. I've seen multiple. So
Excellent.
there's just like you said with Miss Cleo, there are multiple people just like that to take their place. Gonna have to
Oh yeah.
start taking note and sending them your way.
Call me now for your free
Listen,
reading.
And she was the voice on Vice City, the Haitian gang. It was legit her. They didn't get a sound alike. She was
Yeah.
ready to shill her shit anywhere.
And kudos to the GTA Rockstar crew. They always get good voice acting. They know you're going to be listening to that game. They always get like good shit. I love it so much.
Ooh, that's definitely one that I'm interested in. I'll have, especially the ones that push the little pieces of paper with the wind from their hair. I see those more than any. Looking forward to when you cover that, Luigi Greenberg. I'm a fan. I should have some clips. I've got them somewhere. I've just got to earmark them so I can bring them.
Was in Target with my friends a while ago, and I dropped something really loud. Everybody turned and I ran and I left my friend behind. I left him and everybody pointed and laughed at him. I feel terrible.
What did you drop?
I dropped a huge Lego set, you know, and it made a little rattling noise as it fell.
That's it?
Yeah, I
The fuck you calling me for?
left my friend and I ran.
All right, well, you're going to hell because that was boring and that was lame. You're a bad friend. Lame
You're a
story
bad friend.
and lame friend, dude.
You could have just sucked once, sir. But no, you sucked twice from that one
He's in the
experience.
top 5 gifter. Oh, he's only gifted 8 coins, so yeah, you know.
Only 8 coins. I wonder how much had it, like $2?
Oh, she's about to do the conversion for us here. But
Oh, good.
I did leave this in because it made me laugh that someone in the chat, hey, watch out. He's a top supporter. He is? Oh, at that much, who gives a fuck? She might have just done an about face if it was someone who gave multiple galaxies. But when she looked up what he's given at that level, fuck, that doesn't matter.
That's so great. That's like, fuck your $2 super chat, bitch. Get out of here with that.
But then if she notices, Deadpool, oh fuck, that was Deadpool. Oh shit, Deadpool,
Right.
call back.
Oh, since you mentioned it, can I side tangent real quick? I was watching another show, and Deadpool, David Chandler, had dropped a chat. Aaron has gotten a new sign. I don't know if you know, but he got a new steel toe sign. It's like huge, and today he was talking about the finish on it, and it has a matte finish. And Deadpool's comment was, Aaron likes a matte finish right on his back. And that's just like such a great,
Like boxing.
like, right. Cause Matt, his old co-host, it was in that voice. So,
I was thinking a boxing mat on his back.
no. Like a Matt.
co-host
Yeah. No, Matt
on his
finished
back.
on his back. Yeah. And like
That works
8
several
words.
ways.
It was really good. Yes. That's why I was like, oh, that's great. Joke of the day. Probably the month. We're halfway through it, but we'll give him the month.
Yeah, you've got in the running for the month. Definitely of the week. Whoever has the joke of the week is in the running for the month, and then you could be the top tonator.
Oh, yeah.
You just might be. Oh, yeah, I forgot to turn on the monetization on Rumble. Apparently, I can do that at any time. You can become a member and give super chats over here. I will have a members-only show next Thursday. Oh, yeah, I didn't set up for a co-host audition tomorrow night. Be back tomorrow night with a co-host audition, but every other week it'll be members-only on Thursday nights, maybe Thursday days. For those who love me in the daytime, pay me money and you can see me live in the daytime again. Sorry. Sometimes I don't think my schedule's set. Sometimes I'll have Thursday off and sometimes I won't. I want to dabble in mornings again, maybe.
Yeah, do what you want, man. It's a free country.
Yeah, and what I want to do is a witchy, nerdy, clowny lady. Actually, I don't have any extra clips of her, but we do have the finish of Nikki here analyzing what a gifter that guy was that she dissed.
Oh, yes. I kind of figured it.
He's in the top 5 gifter. Oh, he's only gifted 8 coins, so yeah, you know. He's no Nicola, you know what I'm saying?
She has a David Chandler.
And it's Nikolai.
Hello.
Oh, she didn't do the conversion.
Cousin Nikolai.
I guess she went on for a while before she got to the fact that it's like a penny per coin.
Is it? Oh, that's really cheap.
Someone who has donated 8 cents, she is not too concerned about. So I guess we've got time for one more video here on YouTube before we go exclusively over on Rumble, where we'll check out an episode of The Norm Show, because we can do shit like that over there. We might get away with it over here. It might be one of those things where they don't give a shit to even throw a copyright. I will be watching it from a YouTube account. It's weird how that works. There's some things that absolutely are strikes that are not getting struck when the littlest things will get other people struck.
Yeah, and it's YouTube being proactive is what the issue is. You know, they should at least let you do your thing until you're done. Especially in our case, like when we're live streaming, like I was doing music. They just like, oh, dude, about 40 minutes you've been playing some copyrighted stuff. Let's stop doing that now. It's like, let me finish the hour and then I'll stop. Okay, whatever. You know, they don't they just arbitrarily enforce that on stuff that's. You can watch a movie trailer and it can get you in trouble, but that's.
Yeah, that's the one that got me was like a movie trailer is designed to be seen by everybody. YouTube is currently kind of like that hooker who you buy the time, but if you haven't popped in that time, doesn't matter. Your time is over. I don't care if you didn't pop. Tough luck for you.
That's bad business practice. You want to have your customers satisfied at the end of the day.
Oh damn, that one's too long. I plugged an awkward speed date, but this one is really long. I don't have time for it here tonight because this one is gonna go. This one goes for a while, so that'll be on the top of the pile for next week. I apologize for plugging something that I am not getting to. So on the top of the pile for next week, we have got an awkward speed date. Is what I have it labeled as, not a slow adult, and an awkward one. So looking forward to that. Just a compilation, an all-around compilation. I believe that's what we'll go out with of just a little all-around madness from TikTok Live, and then we'll check out some Norm Macdonald doing his sitcom stuff. Or we do have some terrible music. Let's not go out on terrible music. Let's go out on some random madness. And thanks for
Rosie
dropping in right now, Scott Fitzpatrick. Glad you can make it, and we will continue for a little bit longer over on Rumble after we get done with this little compilation with a cute little monkey.
And then
real quick, I saw Tiff earlier in the chat with 3Fs. She came in and saved the day Monday night. I was having a struggle stream, and she came in and completely obliterated Wheel of Fortune at the end of the stream, and everybody left happy. So thank you, Tiff.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what OBS is tripping up on, but it's being a dick to you lately.
Yeah, I got everything's back to default settings, so hopefully that doesn't happen to me again. I apologize for all of the technical crap I keep pulling, like not speaking into the microphone.
We are two boomers on the internet, so thanks for watching us trip all over ourselves and sometimes making funny happen. Sometimes it's on purpose too.
Yes, that's right. I was gonna say mostly on purpose.
Amy loses her mind. Thank you for the gift. I'm 44. My husband's 50.
Not bad, husband.
This is the first monkey I've given birth to. All the other ones were human.
Thank you for the roses.
Oh, he has a little monkey type around. Because he will shit all over your house.
There's no toilet training them. You'll see that at all ages. They are going to shit around the house. I'm pretty sure all those monkey actors have a diaper underneath that adorable little suit they're wearing.
Oh, absolutely. I can handle Sammy right now. If I walked over, I could grab her and hold on to her here. She would be annoyed by it, but she wouldn't bite me.
It's a curious George sippy cup. Cute, the monkey is eating a monkey brain.
What did you do to my friend?
It's like going to the restaurant from the Annapals, going and eating what you are.
You are what you eat. Or no, yeah, you eat what you are.
You eat what you are from TV Funhouse.
The cow had like a plate of burgers in front of it. It was just like looking at it. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the real live cow. that was so fun of working real animals into that.
They're cute when they're calm. You're right. They're cute when they're calm.
That's what I mean. Like, if you want perpetual children, like in your 40s and 50s, like that, you just want to be raising grandkids the whole rest of your life. There you go. Let's get a couple of macaques. I think that's. I
was perfectly content with just a cat and a dog, just the forever toddlers. Monkeys, they get a bit beyond the toddler age and smartness. Give me the ones that don't get beyond 3 in age. Those adorable little puppies.
And to answer Scott's question, you have to beat that monkey off. If you leave that monkey on your back, it will just forever annoy you and be putting its finger in your ear, amongst other things. If you beat that monkey off, he'll be happier for it. You'll be happier for it. And then you can both move on with your life. It's an old school Blazer, I think, too. Maybe it's a pickup. That thing's pretty cool. Oh, you got me, dude. I just did this to Bobby Fran. I showed him some of the. Oh man. Maybe when we go over to Rumble, I'll pull them up.
It fooled me too.
Yeah, scale models.
Yeah, my eye when I first saw this didn't pick up until might have been right there as well. Of like, oh, that's not a truck.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
And it's got the full 4-wheel drive in it. I remember having an RC truck like that you could put into 4-wheel drive to get over those little obstacles.
That's what got me in the front end. Like, the suspension is really good. Like, it's moving like it's supposed to. It wasn't just, Tyco RC 9-volt horseshit. Also, what's underneath all of this? There's got to be something living in that thing underneath it. An alligator, a snake, something.
I'm not exactly sure what that terrarium is. But yeah, I actually didn't think of it that far. That he's got snakes and lizards living underneath there, and extended it to his RC hobby. As we've got a painter here, has some similar hobbies to us as well. I've never seen reds quite like that. I've seen me some oranges, some purples, and some blues, but not reds quite like that.
Yeah, a lot of purple is purple is popular lately, I should say.
Well, it's been. I don't get to see the purple a lot out here. Once the purple and orange became regular on the fuzzy weed, such good
A
age.
punch card.
Fuck
The
yeah.
weed guy punch card. It's weird.
Oh, look at Dice Greenberg over there. He was over here
He's over
now,
here.
and now he's over here now.
He's over there, but he's not over here with the nun and Jesus. I'm over here with Jesus. Sorry, that was a good Anthony bit back in the day. It was so funny. And good evening, Sam.
And that was really something he said on stage. I'm over here now.
Yeah. I'm over here now.
I didn't realize that hoo-hoo was all part of Anthony's impression, though. That's become synonymous with Stern. I think even on Stern, they mentioned the hoo-hoo. The Stern Show Film Festival in, like, what was it, 2007, 8, something around there. They had some films of young Howard saying hoo-hoo, Robin. I feel like it was more universal. The hoo-hoo.
See, I don't know. I do. When you mentioned Anthony doing it, I know he does. He go, hoo-hoo, Robin. He does it pretty good. And it's one of those things that becomes ubiquitous and associated with the guy, and he may have never done it.
Aru was never associated with Nixon until
yeah, Billy West. And you know, that's so good because I do it all. Aru.
I am not a crook was the thing up until
that.
And at that point, we've got a younger generation who aren't so familiar with that footage of I am not a crook. They're more familiar with Haru.
He's running for president. He's like, I'm going to sneak in your house and do something and then wreck up the place. He's all laughing. Like he was like confessing like a super villain.
It was something very specific. I should still have that somewhere. I didn't pull that clip, but that was definitely involved in the book review and wreck up the place. It was something, very specific. I'm going to break in something specific and wreck the place up.
And then Leela's like, I got this on tape. He's like, I don't like where this is going. Like, it was like so that was the inside joke for the older people. Like, you knew. I'm sorry, we got Futurama talk. I can on that show all day.
Well, actually, the Futurama talk, being on a big weed plant is proper for that. That is
true.
How I go into a lot of those episodes. And she did, like, that's her main, we didn't point that out. They're up top. There's another one. I think she's got, there's 4 more beautiful bud posters you can buy from Chrissy here.
I like this one in particular. And if she did like black velvet with like the black light colors, I think that would look like you would definitely be hitting your mark with your audience. None of us actually grow out of our black light phase.
Dan Aykroyd's Nixon had a mustache. It didn't make any sense. Aykroyd just had a mustache his first season of Saturday Night Live. So all his characters just had a mustache. I remember Chris Elliott not shaving his beard and them trying to put like makeup over his beard, and it looked fucking odd when he was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, speaking of successful, I'm sorry, I was going to say real quick, Chris Elliott had a show, Get a Life. And I think that only had 1 or 2 seasons, and then it might not even been a full season. I don't know, but I want to find that.
I never watched it, and I found it when I was looking for the Norm Show. The same guy has uploaded it online, so we definitely want to check that out. And it'll be my very first time checking out the Chris Elliott Show. I don't recall ever watching a single episode. as bizarre as it sounds, I'm like, this sounds right up my alley. I wish I would have seen it. So tonight, Norm is on the Rumble menu. Maybe Chris Elliott. Probably soon. Soon we'll have Chris Elliott. But right now we have a very nice one-man band.
Oh,
a pan flute. Pan flute automatically equals badass.
I need me one.
I mean, we've got our harmonica guys that we see doing their busking. But if they would learn the pan flute, next
I like
level.
the sound of them. Yeah.
Zamfir level. Zamfir sold more albums than the Beatles.
You can't argue with that.
King of the Hill was my introduction to Zamfir. I never saw any of the Zamfir infomercials. After Hank was like, what about this Zamfir guy? It was to compete with Chuck Mangione.
What? Okay.
His idea to get Zamfir.
I think our instrument infomercial guy was Esteban with his guitar, his classical guitar and fingernails. He was going to teach you.
Maybe I should have cut this a little. I think I might be too big of a fan of the pan flute. Okay, good. You were with me.
I was like, yeah, no worries.
That didn't go too long. That did indeed go the right length because pan flutes are badass.
Ooh, what do we got here?
We've got Luigi. Before we get to this guy stuff,
okay.
Not liking the pan flute as much. They can shove that pan flute right up their shitter. And that is like the pan flute. That is a unique shape to shove up your shitter. Instead of like a regular flute where you just got the cylinder, you've got multiple cylinders on top of each other.
Even if you rolled it up, it's still not going to be very pleasant.
So this is becoming more and more prevalent on TikTok Live. We have the people selling us stuff, and this guy is selling us Concrete Magic crack filler, 2 pound. Well, if you wanted a crack filler, all you needed to ask was me, baby. Hey, it's anal.
Thicker, it's not going to get in hairline cracks. It sets up a lot better. It just works a lot better. I don't know. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get a bag of concrete and I'm going to come fill one of these cracks and I'm going to use Magic Crack. That's what I need to do at this point. And I'm going to make a video and I'm going to pin it. And that way...
Magic Crack. When you thought that Coke and crack was the limit, we got Magic Crack.
It's derived from Christmas cheer.
So I did magnify a few of these comments. My play button is in the way of it now, but you'll be able to see taking criticism is part of it. So this guy, apparently he's not responding to criticism well.
Hey, when people go, just use concrete, I can show them the difference. You know what? It could be a part of it or not. So if you want to call people talking shit criticism, then it's all good.
And we got someone talking some shit. This will wash away after a rainstorm. I
don't look at it as criticism. All right, I don't look at it as criticism, Twizzy. No, it doesn't. It just rained. See what I mean?
See, he did it multiple.
And people like to abuse that applause sound here on TikTok. You didn't do anything to earn that applause.
Yeah, no.
It just rained, bro. That's what I'm saying. People, I'm out here 2 hours into my life. This will just wash away. Oh, this is a perfect example.
Water-based activated glue. And that's by someone different this time. They're both looking to what this is, and they're like, nah, man, this is a quick fix. This isn't a permanent fix. And our host is not responding very well. Just like, fuck you guys.
No, and buyer beware. If you see this kind of shit in a house that you're looking for when you're like looking to buy, be sure to check cracks in the driveway to see how they're filled, and go in the basement and look up. Look at all the rafters and shit. If they got a finished basement, be careful, because you never know. This is the type of shit that people slap on their house to try to get an extra $5,000.
And this guy, I don't think you would be in his chat much longer. I think comments like that are getting you blocked.
This will wash away after a rainstorm. That is not a question. That is not somebody asking a genuine question. Like, hey, does this wash away in the rain? That's something coming on here, talking crap, hating, throwing shade, whatever you want to call it. You want to tell me I could take the good with the bad? Cool. Or I could just block and mute them.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need
somebody's gonna.
What if he would have asked that as a question? The fact that he put that, would you be okay if he said, "Will this wash away in the rain?" If it wouldn't have been a statement of "This shit's gonna wash away in the rain."
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Because if it's a question, he would have been like, "No, it's not gonna wash away in the rain," and be like, "Yeah, I had something similar, and it did." And this seems to be very, you can't have a conversation. This guy's he's got a bruised brain. I can't remember the guy that I'm thinking of that died with the cocaine.
Billy Mays?
Billy Mays, that's right. Like, this guy's trying to do Billy Mays stuff, and it's not real time.
There's a lot of people doing this. I think the most examples I have coming up are scantily clad women selling some horseshit or another. But everyone is allowed to get in on it. It's spreading across. As you see, it's everyone doing this type of stuff has this little white announcement at the bottom. Get in on what I'm selling here. Here's the sale for this long.
No,
prove nothing.
No,
Doggy's telling you to get in on the sale.
No, we're not buying any of this glue. Go sit down.
Block and mute them. I don't need to prove nothing.
It was a good cut. I don't have to prove anything. Because that's like a rage quit stream end. You know what I mean?
It would have been great if it would have ended right there. If it would have ended right there, I would have included that. You can see that. And actually, this stream is going to end right here over on YouTube. Going to continue for another 45, 60 minutes, something like that. Checking out an episode of The Norm Show. And not sure what other nonsense we're going to get up to, but that's the nonsense we are definitely going to get up to. And I apologize. I teased the awkward speed dating segment. We'll do it next week. We'll make sure that gets in first or second thing. I'll write it and we'll do it later. Bill O'Reilly would not be happy with that type of events of doing it later. We got to do it live. Fuck it. So
thank you for having me, dude.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for being my regular co-host once again. And over there on Spurgsnake's channel, you can subscribe to him and check out the game streams on Monday. Working out a few kinks with OBS. We think we've got it this time. It wasn't giving you shit before. It started giving you shit again. And we are, excuse our boomer minds, our late 30s, early 40 minds, as we slowly work around these issues. But fun streams to be had, and any music streams coming up.
Something maybe. I might play some stuff that my friends made a long time ago. Some old bands and local stuff, and because believe me, that'll not get copyright straight in trouble stuff.
You said some stuff your friends made long ago. That makes me think that you're going to watch Snicks.
I wish it was that bad. It's actually a couple of
flicks.
I do need to watch those as well. That's we watched The Head Incident 1 and 2, and I was really impressed with both of them.
That threw me for a loop. I was ready to shit on James. That was the point. Like, we're going to shit on James some more over here. And then he did good. He did. Both of them were acceptable. They were both very well done and did what he set out to do. which is even more frustrating with the fact he won't admit I failed on the movie. You know what good looks like, you cocksucker. You can do it. And when you fall on your face, don't say, no, my glasses were broke and my nose was broke at the beginning of the day. I didn't fall on my face.
Yeah, right. No, I agree with that assessment. I think at some point he became very hands off and let the rest of the filming and things go until he had editing, because he was the one he did all the editing. He was sat there and edited while his wife was outside playing with the kid.
And he was like, I want to be playing with the kid. Oh, I did not think we were going to be shitting on April Rolfe so much those last 2 episodes. But figuring out what kind of unreliable narrator he was and being able to read between the lines, it's like, this is a very manipulative woman. And she would have cut me out of my friend James's life long ago. I know this woman.
Yeah, you would definitely be on the back burner right away. And I'm glad you gave me that term too, because I like that. The unreliable narrator. That's definitely this case. And it's really even more strange to me because it's an autobiography. Like, that should be the most reliable narrator. It was your life.
It's fun to write as an unreliable narrator. That's something in writing narratives that it's part of the learning process. And when you're doing something in first person, if you've got an unreliable narrator, one of my pilots are people retelling their first day, and the most fun one is like the wild card, the Charlie Kelly, the Kramer character, reiterating their first day, because it's just so obviously wacky. And when someone's like, no, it didn't happen like that. No, I'm pretty sure we had go-go dancers when I started working here. So I want to produce one of those one days. I've got to get out of my little comfort zone and go to Atlanta and do something, or just bake some money over here. Everyone, come meet the goal and help me fund my movie. All it'll take is $30,000 for one episode. Those are 2019 prices.
Oh, okay. So now we gotta put 6 years of inflation on it. $140,000 maybe you'll need now.
Son of a bitch. 30,000 seemed attainable. 140 seems less attainable.
That's oh geez. Yeah, we're gonna have to work out logistics on all of this. Get some phone calls going.
Maybe we'll be able to do it while we do the crossover here. Thank you all for joining. You can become a member. You can throw a few bucks this way, or for free, you can just subscribe, like, and help share it. Comments and chatting help the algorithm. I've got to cover another popular person whose fans just are like, I don't know you, fuck you, how dare you cover them. That got me a lot of foot traffic. Thank you, Charlotte Dobre fans, for saying fuck you in the comments over and over again. That's one of my that might be my most popular episode ever. Thanks to all of you saying, I don't know you, how dare you talk about her, when the entire time I'm glowing like, I like this lady.
Yeah, see, they didn't even give you the chance. They just saw the thumbnail and the name, and they was like, fuck this guy, he's gonna say something bad. And
yeah, how dare you use her name and her likeness? Well, what if I'm reviewing a movie? How do I explain what I'm reviewing if I can't use the name in the picture? That was odd. That was fun. And I forget who I'm going to cover tomorrow for co-host audition. You dropped a fun one. That's who it's going to be. I'll be here again tomorrow night. And we're still going to be here for.
I'll be harassing you in chat.
a little bit longer on Rumble. And. Let's start that crossover now. Thank you for joining. Stick around on Rumble, why not?
The fool goes there on the seat, painting the walls with shades of green, laughing loud, causing sweet destruction, building worlds of knowledge. Simple whispers in his ear, guided through with the fear. Hey, feeling, it's a thrill. Lost in dance, just take it still. let it flow. Don't hold back, just let it go. Life is short, so feel the night. Jump aboard this crazy ride.